It's the weekly show about Pro AV with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV. Give it up for Steph and Gary. Steph and Gary.
Hey everyone, welcome to CEDIA Expo / Commercial Integrator Expo 2023. This is the first time that these two shows have been co-located, and this is the first day of the show. As you can tell, it's
busy.
Crazy. And today, my co-host for this rAVe TV episode is going to be the lovely Emily Dean. So I just wanted to, it's always nice to have a co-host for a little bit and talk to someone else about what they're excited to see on the show floor, because I know what I'm excited to see, but that might be different from what you are. So tell me a little bit about what you're looking forward to seeing this week.
So it's difficult to kind of summarize it all succinctly and shortly, but there are a couple things that I'm really looking forward to. One is something that CEDIA has done for the past couple of years, which is their Destination Outdoor. Mm-hmm. This year it involves Coastal Source, Draper, and Just Video Walls. So cool. You kind of have the whole gamut of Coastal Source is showcasing their lighting and audio solutions for outdoor. Draper is showing the shades, which are really important in those outdoor settings. And then Just Video Walls is showcasing micro LED. And by showcasing those micro LED outdoor solutions, integrators have the chance to be a little bit more creative in their designs. So I think it's a really good opportunity for attendees to kind of see the lighting, the audio, shades, display, all technology.
How all can go together.
Exactly, how it all can go together. So I haven't been out there yet because
it's been busy. It's been a busy morning.
It has been busy. I've been trying to get around and see some other things, but that's definitely on my list. So I'll report back. I think I'm on with you Saturday again.
You are, so you can tell me how it was.
I'll report back with that. And then another thing that I'm really looking forward to seeing is, since this is the first year that Commercial Integrator Expo has been launched, I'm excited to see, obviously, the convergence of the consumer and residential solutions. The commercial solutions are obviously on the Commercial Integrator Expo floor, but there's obviously a lot of booths here that are showcasing both commercial and residential. So I'm looking forward to see, obviously, Crestron, Sony here, Snap One. I know that Legrand's, they're launching some new Vadio solutions here for conferencing. So it'll be interesting to see kind of the feedback that we get from having both of these shows from the attendees.
I agree. One of the things I'm looking forward to seeing, I mentioned it yesterday when we were walking around, but it's another one that's like a cooperative effort between Seymour Screen Excellence, Storm Audio, Gramani Systems, and Row 1 for a home theater demo. So this is completely immersive. They're building a home theater right here on the show floor, and you get to go in and just kind of hear and see and just imagine what this could look like in someone's home, which I really like. It's one thing to see everything kind of put on display, but it's another to see how it will work once
and experience it. And also, I think in that demo, they're allowing the attendees to really speak to those experts from those companies to understand how all of the solutions work together.
Excuse us.
Sorry,
excuse us.
How all the solutions work. It's a busy show floor, and we're in the
middle. Yeah. I wanted to be in the middle of everything to show you guys how crazy it is. So what a great idea I had. And then the other thing is, did you see, I know Kelsey showed you the TikTok this morning, the LG Stand By Me Go, which is I don't know if they brought it, but it is allegedly a LG display in a briefcase. So you can take it with you, and then you pull it out, and it's a 27-inch display that you can just take around town if you want.
So, recognized.
Yeah, exactly. So those are the things I'm looking forward to seeing this week. I'm sure I'll come up with more. But I have some few guests that I wanted to introduce on here really quick. So Emily, do you want to go ahead and pass the mic to our first guest?
I will, and I will pass it to Mark Coxon.
All right, Mark Coxon, come on down. I don't know why I said that like you just won something.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Rod. $1.
$1 anytime. So first of all, introduce yourself for our viewers and tell them what you do.
I'm Mark Coxon. I'm with AVI SPL XTG, and I focus on experience design.
Very cool. So this is an interesting show to be at for experience design. You were telling me that like all of your meetings this week were like very audio focused. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think because immersive environments are always trying to hide equipment. You don't want the technology to be the star of the show.
Yeah.
It's just facilitating the actual experience itself. And so being integrated into set work, being invisible, all of those things are very, very important experiential. And the audio companies in residential do a really, really great job of trying to blend into architecture.
Yes.
Right? And so it's not line arrays and big black active boxes that are bolted to walls, but they need to be things that become seamless and part of the environment. So my week is just shaped up to be a lot of high-end audio meetings.
That's cool. That sounds good to me. The audio is like one of my favorite parts of trade shows, so that's amazing. You're also giving a few talks this week. You're teaching a class. We're on a panel together.
I know.
So tell me a few of the educational things that you have in store this week.
So the great part is with this blend of the Commercial Integrator Expo and CEDIA being together, there's quite a wide audience.
Right.
And so a lot of people that are bridging the gap between residential and commercial. We've seen this for years, but I think in today's world of hybrid work, those lines have been blurred more than ever.
Right.
And so I get to give a class today on planning digital signage networks. Everything from content strategy all the way through how you deploy.
Which is also crazy. That would never be something that CEDIA would have offered in the past.
Right. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, and I think it'll be really helpful for a lot of people here. And then we get to be on a panel later about future technology.
Yeah, we do.
And AI.
Which was initially supposed to be Megan Dutta's panel. She could not be here this week, so I'm taking that over, which I'm very excited about. So that's going to be another one. So tell me a little bit about what AVI-SPL, are you just here, or does AVI-SPL, do you have a few other coworkers here?
We do. We have a few coworkers here. We do have a Denver office, and so the Denver office is here walking the floor as a group, having a field trip and seeing what the Expo has to offer now that it's blending commercial. So those folks are here as well. And then from my standpoint, it's really just about visibility, making connections. The trade shows are as much about people as they are about product.
That is one thing that I think COVID changed for the better.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I wish I had more time just to socialize today, but I actually have a pretty packed day. So.
Yeah, I mean, I do as well. So I'm like, oh, that sucks. I'm like, wait, I'm also in the same boat. So one thing that Gary mentioned that I wanted to ask you about, because I thought it was interesting. I know your face is like,
what is this?
No, he was mentioning that like he thought we'd see a lot of AI this week, but like not real AI. AI is like a marketed term. What are your thoughts on that?
100%. I know when we did AI Week on Launch Code, I wrote an article about AI, and it was really a lot about that. I always joke why AI isn't.
Yeah.
It's not actually intelligent yet, and I think that's what Gary was saying, right? Like we're using a lot of algorithms for like just to really create some touchless control in a way, but it's not really making intelligent decisions, right?
Yeah.
And so I'd be interested to see what's being marketed as AI and see where those little lanes could turn out to be over time. But I think it's an exciting time in the industry. I think we're in a place where technology no longer is the hurdle.
Right.
The technology can do what we want it to do.
Exactly.
It's really figuring out what we want it to do, and that's the more human side of experience, right?
For sure.
Which is what I love to talk about.
For sure. Well, I know you've got to go teach your class, so last thing I will ask you is how can people connect with you or get in touch with you?
Obviously, you can find me on rAVe Pubs on the Blog Squad link. You can find my name in there. And then also on X,
I guess. Yeah, sure.
I know you hate that.
What? Who told
on
you that?
X, AV Phenom.
Perfect. Awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Mark.
Thanks,
and if you don't mind, will you pass your mic to Brian when you
I will.
peace out? Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to have Brian Mazzaros on next. Brian, how's it going?
Good. Hey, Steph.
Hey, how's it hanging? How's the vibe been so far of the show?
This is crazy busy.
Yes.
This is really cool. This is my first CEDIA.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I could say that, right?
Yes.
It's not an embarrassment there.
No, you're Alexis Leroy. It's her first CEDIA as well. She was on yesterday.
Okay.
So this is quite a first show. I mean,
this is amazing. I did not really know what to expect walking in, and it's actually as soon as you come in, you are just you're sort of blown away. So I know I have so much more. So I have the good walking shoes on.
Yes.
I'm glad I did that.
A must.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you are here kind of representing DSF.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about why it's important to be here this year.
Yeah, I think we're finding with digital signage that it is crossing over to the residential side, to sort of the light residential, I guess, as well. And obviously we're trying to promote education, best practices, and so we're finding that there's a lot more digital signage applications that are popping up. Just the need to educate and to really explain how it could be applied, and really how the DSF can really help support even our members that have booths here as well.
Yeah.
So it's a good opportunity for us to expose more of DSF, but then also support our members in this community that, to help them learn more about digital signage.
For sure. So one thing that I think that we are seeing a lot at this show is light commercial. So like bars and restaurants, like the need for digital signage is so huge. So do you think that Commercial Integrator Expo being here will kind of increase that like bar and restaurant scene potentially wanting to come check out this show?
It's a good question. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it definitely amplifies it.
Yeah.
And I think, validates that, these, bars and restaurants, everything you said, and other environments too, are really seeing the need for digital signage and to take it more seriously than I think is an afterthought.
Yes.
And so, which is great to see that happening.
Which is lovely to see. Yeah. That's really awesome. Yeah. I will say I've seen more digital signage here than I have ever seen. This is my third CEDIA Expo.
Okay.
And I was like, wait, I have never seen.
So over the years, you've seen more.
Yes.
Pop up.
And this year, I was like, oh wait, I see like a whole like digital signage section. Like that's new. Like this manufacturer didn't bring that before.
Yeah.
So that's really awesome.
I'm getting that sense too, just from ones that I know that I've seen at other more on the AV professional AV side, but to see it here in their booths is interesting. It's really great to see that, and it's good exposure.
Like Crimson, I believe it was, like brought their kiosks, and they have never done that I've seen before to CEDIA Expo. So pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here, and it should be really fun next couple of days.
Yeah.
So.
Is there something that you are most looking forward to seeing while you're here?
I heard Mark talk about it. There's the LG screen in the briefcase.
Yes.
So I feel like I'm on a quest for that.
I don't know that they brought it though.
But
I was like, wait, I need to go see if they did.
So there's that, and I also feel like maybe selfishly, there's some things that maybe I want to buy for my house.
Yeah, that's so true.
If my wife is listening, I'm sorry. I apologize ahead of time.
Yeah.
Spontaneous purchases.
So true. Like, if y'all see me at the Leon Speakers booth, like, no, you didn't.
Right, exactly. Kind of so you and I are going to walk out with
like
things we probably should not. I know there's Sonos here too.
Yes, so
that's going to be my weakness.
Y'all see me over there.
That's going to be my weakness.
Literally.
So maybe you and I can like sneak out.
You'll sneak out and just like have like bags of stuff. Exactly.
That's awesome.
Well, last question I have for you is where can people connect with you or get in touch with you?
Yeah, sure. So OpenEye Global is the agency that I run. So openeyeglobal.com, and then the same same handles on Instagram and Twitter as well.
Perfect. So. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Brian.
I appreciate
it. And if you don't mind, will you pass your mic to Michelle? All right. Michelle Montezeri, hi.
Steph, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
We were talking about how literally it's insane in here today.
So I'm a newbie.
Okay.
Well,
congratulations.
I feel like many people.
Yes.
I'm hearing. So, did not expect this. This is like InfoComm 2.0.
No, literally.
It's crazy.
Do you think that this is kind of due to having commercial options here as well?
I do. I think it's kind of a combination of people have been waiting for us to get back to to trade shows. And so I think there's some excitement there. But I also think, this convergence of resi, soft commercial.
Yes.
Kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So you are kind of in a unique position. So you're here with DSF, but you're also here with Legrand AV.
Correct.
And over at Legrand, you guys are kind of right on the line. Like half of your booth is in the residential side and half is in the commercial side. So tell me a little bit about what that is like. Because I imagine people are going to come up and be like, what do you have? And you're just going to be like, yes.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, it's interesting, even from a personnel perspective, bringing people from the commercial side to this show, people like me who haven't been here before. I think what we're finally recognizing as a industry is the solutions in resi aren't that drastically different from commercial, especially when you look at small and medium businesses.
Yes.
They can leverage a lot of the solutions in resi, and vice versa. A lot of commercial applications, we're seeing direct ULED in residential.
Yeah.
I mean, never would have imagined
Never
that.
would have imagined.
I wish I could afford one.
And even like like so many digital signage options in residential as well. Would have never thought, but I've seen so much digital signage here this year.
It's really interesting. It is.
Yeah. what do you think is another big trend that you think will come out of this show? I feel like one that I'm keeping an eye on is AI and everything.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, certainly many of the trends we see in commercial will cross over.
For sure.
One of the ones I'm really excited about because my experience in the past was CES. It was really, really consumer based.
Super consumer.
And I always found that sustainability and the green initiatives really were driven from consumers. And so I'm excited to walk around and see what every manufacturer is coming up with and what messaging and what products and what solutions are they showing that really drive the message that we care about the environment, we're making a difference. Because we're going to see that impact commercial.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm excited. So last question for you. Where can people find more information about Legrand and where can people connect with you?
So, of course, you can find us at legrandAV.com. And then you can find me on LinkedIn. I'm not so much of a social person, so LinkedIn is the best for me. But hopefully you'll see me around, and I hope everybody comes up and says hi.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, I will definitely drop by the Legrand booth later today. I've been looking forward to seeing it.
Perfect.
So thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, last thing I have, Emily Dean is going to come back on because I have to go show you guys what the show floor looks like. So I'm going to go get ready for that. Bye, Emily.
Bye, Steph. Thanks for tuning in. Steph is going to run and do her show floor tour, but for all of our CEDIA Expo and Commercial Integrator Expo show coverage, check out both of our microsites. We've built 2 microsites, one for Commercial Integrator Expo, one for CEDIA Expo, and you can find all of that information on raypubs.com.
Hey everyone, Steph Beckett here. I wanted to walk you guys through the CEDIA Expo show floor a little bit. Gary's going to show you Commercial Integrator Expo tomorrow, and then Saturday I'm going to take you around the rest of CEDIA Expo. But I wanted to start here with a few of the really big booths, a few of the people who have got a lot of foot traffic. So come with me, and first let's take a look at Crestron's booth together. I don't totally know everything that they are showing at the show this time. I don't know what all they've brought, so we're going to figure that out together. Come on. Okay, so first of all, I think what they're showing here is their smart home control app. You can see kind of what it looks like UX-wise over here on this signage. Crestron's interesting because, one, they do have so many commercial offerings, but they also have a lot of home offerings, but they're here in the CEDIA section, so I think they are focusing mostly on their home stuff. So let's come over here. Oh yes, I did. We do have a story on rAVe Pubs actually on this. This is their home control app. This is the Crestron Home OS 4. So this is one platform that basically can control virtually everything in your house, your climate, your lights, your audio, your cameras, security, video, basically everything in one very easy to use app. You can tell that it's very popular by the big crowd of people that are around it. Over here are a little more of their lighting options and a little more of their control processors. So one, they've got their tech bar over here, which is supposedly very easy for integrators to deploy and spec in someone's home. Here we have another example of a multi-processor project. So as you can see over here, it's utilizing a Netgear AV line. And then we've got the Crestron media controller here with a Dell computer. And this is just kind of showing you how you can use this home control processor to basically integrate all of your shading, your climate, your video. And then I think you integrate that with the app to use that to control basically everything in your house. So very cool. They are also showing, I see it over here now, some of their light commercial options, which are for hotels, which is another interesting kind of light commercial market, I guess. So they've got everything from the phones that you can put into hotels to the little control panels that you can use to panels that you can put even outside of a hotel door, as you can see over here. And over here, we've got it utilized with a display so that when you check into your room, it knows who you are. It's got the weather there for you. Just an example of easy setup, because nothing is worse than getting into your hotel and not knowing how to use the TV. So let's continue through here into this little room area. We've got All right. I am not in somebody's house. I'm still in the Crestron booth. So over here, we have got their lighting control, one of their smaller panels on the wall over here. I don't know if I'm supposed to hit it, but I kind of want to. What are they going to do? Hopefully not be mad at me. It turned it red. Very cool. Look, it works. And then they're also showing their shading options. Crestron actually has a big shade line. They have got virtually every fabric, and they over on the other wall they're showing like how all the different like ways that they can hang them up, and a little bit of like different housing options for the shades as well. So, yeah, Crestron's shading options are always a really big thing that they show here at CEDIA Expo, so I was excited to see that they brought them here. And yes, as expected, people are loving them. So let's continue on this way. Okay, great. Nobody got mad at me yet. Okay, so let's come over here and look at what my friends are doing over here at Planar. Somebody else is doing a video, so I don't want to get in their way. But check out the Ultra Res L series, which is super interesting because this is like very professional, but they are technically kind of right in on that line of like home and commercial, and kind of showing how we can do some light commercial integrations with things that are a little usually more on the commercial side. They did bring their ruggedized outdoor display as well. I think that's on the other side. Let's go see. All right, over here we've got the Ultra Res W series. They have put a Leon speakers bar under it. It looks really good, actually. All right, we've got a micro LED video wall, which is 0.7 millimeter pixel pitch. Very, very narrow. Lovely. Okay, and then we've got a fine pitch LED over here. Virtually like every LED for every desire you could have, they've got it. Oh yes, here we go. So here's the outdoor LED options they have, and they have like small panels showing the different pixel pitch options. So you can have everything from a little more wide if you know your people are standing far away, you're putting this up really high, to 1.2, which kind of would work for someone's outdoor display that they want to put by their pool, you know? Rich people. All right, continuing on. Let's go see what Legrand has to offer. So Legrand has like 87 brands under its umbrella, and one of those is Chief. Chief has both professional and residential options for mounting virtually every display that you could ever want to mount in every form or fashion. If you don't want to be able to see the mount, if you want the mount to be able to come out, if you want the mount to go down, up, Chief's got you. So continuing on. Oh yes, we also have the Chief mobile cart. I was going to push it, but I think it's locked, so I'm not going to push it. Oh, this comes up to store all your items. How fun. Can I raise this up? No. Okay. Continuing on here. Okay, I wanted to show you a little bit of on-cue, because if you have your power supply in one of these actually come off really easily, and you can just break them off, and you can put virtually anything on one of these little racks with one of their little, I don't know what these are called. They're like little plastic pegs, I guess, that you stick in here, and you can virtually make them any size, so that if you have a switch that needs to go here, or your router or something, like you can stick it in here in any configuration to make it fit. Because like, I don't know if you're one of those people that like you just open it and everything falls out. That's messy. We don't like that. Legrand does not like that, and they'll help you. Look at on-cue. Okay, so let's keep walking. Okay. Oh, there's so many people. Okay. Hey. All right. Okay, here we've got Sanus as well. And Sanus has really, really pretty in-wall boxes for your TV storage solutions. So you can see it integrated with a Sonos speaker. and see. They've got advanced tilt. They've got virtually pretty much any way that you could put a TV on a wall. It's very, very cool. These are great for hotels or in your house, or like if your room is oddly shaped and you need your TV to kind of come out at a weird angle when you're watching it, this is a great option. All right. Oh, great. We're at Leon Speakers. Let's go look at this. Okay, Leon Speakers is one of my favorite home audio brands just because they get it. The audio sounds great. It's also lovely to look at in your home. So let's come and take a look at what Leon is showing today. Okay, look at this. This looks great. This is with the Samsung Frame TV. I have one of these in my home, but look how lovely it's the in-wall subwoofer looks with the matching little frame that they have put on it. So they also, yes, this is the frame bar for Samsung's Frame TV, so it looks so good. And yes, the subwoofer down here is an Aros A3 in-wall subwoofer. So if you are just someone who likes everything in your home looking very clean, this is for you. And I wish that I could have one of those. I wish it was for me. So continuing on here. Oh, look, it looks like we're in somebody's house again. So I'd be remiss if I didn't show you the speaker, that the sound tile over here. They bring it every year. It's one of my favorite things that they will print art from different artists right on these grills, so it just looks like you have art hanging on your wall rather than a big speaker, because speakers, they're not cute. I have 2 black tower speakers beside my TV. It kills the whole vibe of the living room. All right, let's continue on here. Continuing on. All right, I wonder if I can go through Samsung's booth right now to show you a little bit of what's going on there. All right, let's take a look at what's going on in Samsung. All right, so we have an EV charging station. I think that this is the first time I've ever seen Samsung bring this. It's very cool. And of course, they've brought their OLED displays. But of course, they brought a couple of commercial displays as well. So I find that very interesting. Let's go over here and look at them. So yes, they've brought the WA65C. So this is very obviously an IFP. Very useful for like education, conference rooms. So interesting that they brought a couple of like little more commercial options to this show. But yeah, let's come take a look. We've got their OLED displays over here, very crisp. Over here, they brought the Terrace, which is their display for outdoor. So this is the one that's ruggedized. It's larger than life. They make it up to 85 inches. It's IP56 rated, so it's like super durable. And yeah, if you want a QLED kind of 4K picture for outside, great option. And of course, over here, the thing I love the most is the frame section. I love coming to look at this section at CEDIA Expo. So I like that they put a really intricate frame on it at this show, because at other ones they'll just bring like, you know, the very modern looking black or the modern looking white, and this one's like super intricate. So, oh yeah, sure. Hi, would you like to come on rAVe TV? Sure. Tell me a little bit about the frame. Like what new, I know that it's matte now. It didn't used to have that option. So tell me a little bit about this section.
So one of the things that we're showcasing here is, well, for one, the matte option really does help bring your artwork to life. Right. I mean, when you get up close to these things, we've seen people go up and touch the screens all day because they don't believe that they're real TVs. But the other thing that we're showing off is actually the partnership that we have with Deco TV Frames, where they actually make all of these real wood hand-carved frames that you can put on your Frame TV. So in addition to the bezels that Samsung makes, you're going to find a lot of third-party options to really help your TV blend into your environment. Right.
Because the thing about the ones that you can buy from Samsung's website, they're very modern. I have the modern white one in my house. Yep. But for someone who has a more vintage or farmhouse style house, like you buy these to go with your decor. So it makes so much sense that you would partner with someone to make, any type of frame that can virtually fit in with your decor.
Absolutely. Now, we've got another nifty trick up our sleeve. We actually have the auto-rotating wall mount. And my friend Daryl, do you happen to have the remote to do the rotation here?
Oh, yeah, let's show it. That's
so,
awesome.
Not all artwork is going to be displayed in landscape mode. Some of it is going to be in portrait mode, like you see here. But we also
watch your TV like that.
No, well, you can if you want. We actually have a multi-view option that allows you to view your TV and actually add a second window so you could, mirror your phone or anything like that. And that's actually one of the applications that we see quite a bit is, our phones are viewed in that portrait orientation. So when you want to mirror it to your TV, you don't want to have those giant black bars on either side. You can actually just put it in that portrait mode. Let's go ahead and rotate it back into landscape mode. With just a click of a button, you'll see it rotates. And this is a very slim mount. It's doesn't protrude off the wall too much. It's very quiet when it rotates, and it's not terribly expensive either. You're only looking at $350.
Whoa, no, that's amazing. That's so cool. So then when you change it to this, do you have an option to quickly change the artwork to, go with the new orientation?
There is artwork in the store that allows you to go from either or, but it won't change automatically. You will have to go in and choose which artwork you want in each orientation.
That makes sense. That's awesome. Very cool. So what kind of questions have you gotten from CIs so far coming and looking at this section?
I think one of the things that they're really impressed about is, the One Connect box, being able to hide those behind the TV. So what we've actually done, if you look at these installations that we have on the wall currently, what you see underneath the TV is what's behind the TV. So, for instance, on this 85-inch frame, we have these two wall brackets and we have the One Connect box. They actually are very well hidden behind the TV. So you can have a really nice, clean, low-profile installation, and it's not terribly difficult to do.
And the cable is also very easy to hide, I will say that. Like, I did mine myself, and it's like one very thin cable that's so easy to just drop behind, rather than having 8 different cables, because it's controlled by the one box that you put elsewhere.
Absolutely. I think back to when I was in college going to a friend's house, when they'd mount their TV on the wall, they got this spaghetti strands of cables hanging underneath their TV. It's not a good look. So having the ability to only have to hide one cable is a really nice solution. And one of the things that we're doing here, we're actually hiding the cables completely out of sight using these boxes.
Well, what was your name again?
My name's Jonathan Franklin.
Well, thank you so much for hopping on really quick and telling me more about this. Such a pleasure to get to know a little more. Pleasure. Thank you so much. All right, so we are going to continue. Actually, sorry, I'm in the way of someone's picture. Let's go. Whenever someone comes up to me, I'm scared that they're going to kick me out of their booth, but that was actually really great. So let's continue on. All right, we've got the Samsung The Wall, all-in-one, 146 inches. I think this is bigger than my whole apartment, to be honest, so it would not go in mine. But if this would go in this would be a great theater room display, or potentially for a commercial display as well. I could see that in the lobby of a hotel. So let's continue on, just down the way here. I'm trying to decide if I want to go this way. Let's go this way. All right. So what else do we have here that I can show you? So, let's go check out Screen Innovations maybe. And I'll just pretty much take you to the back of this section of the trade show floor. As you can see, it's pretty big. I've never been to this convention center before, so I had no idea how big this was, but it's actually quite large. So Screen Innovations is here. They always have so much that they introduce at CEDIA Expo. I feel like I have posted so many stories about them. They have got so much. They have got shades. They have got displays in this booth. They're looking pretty busy. And honestly, they've been a company for 20 years. So as you can see by their decor and their booth, they are, celebrating 20 years of innovations, which is very exciting for them. And, Bang & Olufsen. All right. If you are someone that likes a very vintage chrome look to your house, this is going to be the thing that you want to put in it, because this is a speaker bar below that display, and they're tiny wood grills that are put at the very front of the speaker, and then you have like the chrome finish at the bottom. They make stands if you don't want to hang this on your wall that you can set it on, and then you have these 2 wall speakers as well. I believe I went to an event with them last year, and I believe you can integrate like a sound bar with like as many of these wall speakers or tower speakers as you want, but they all have the same look. So you're not going to have like the very, very clunky looking black tower speakers like I have in my house. So these are lovely. Bang & Olufsen is known for having like that lovely vintage look that is very architectural, but also sounds really good. All right, so let's come on back here. Oh, look, it's Josh. Hi, Josh. I'm on rAVe TV.
All right. How's it going?
Good. What's your name?
Josh Gangway.
What do you do?
I'm an account manager.
How's the show been so far?
It's been fantastic.
Awesome. Bye, Josh. All right. So I am going to walk you guys back here through like kind of near where the sound rooms are, and then we'll kind of end it at the Exhibitor Service Center by Freeman. So just continuing on here, we've got a lot of audio this year, which like is not abnormal, because it is, you know, residential audio is important. People don't want an ugly speaker in their house, they want it to sound good. But I feel like I've seen more audio here than ever before. So, all right, we are pretty much here at the end of the convention center. So I hope you enjoyed this brief walkthrough of just a few of the booths. This was very chaotic, but I had a good time. I hope you did too. And to look out for Gary K tomorrow. He's going to show you what the more commercial Integrator Expo side looks like. And then on Saturday, I will show you another tour of what the rest of CEDIA Expo looks like. So enjoy this episode of rAVe TV. We'll see you next time.
It's the weekly show about Pro AV with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV. Give it up for Steph and Gary.